All right, we are hopefully back. I am hoping I have fixed the issues with the stream. I started both streams at the same time last time. Now I'm just doing one and the other. I'm hoping that fixes it, but we'll see here in a second. For some reason, Kick does not like this, and I don't know why. Yeah, I might have to stop Kick. It's just not working out. Bottom line. Well, that's kind of sad. Now I'm just doing one and the other. But we're good on YouTube, so thank you to everyone on YouTube who's watching this, both of you. So, like I said before, I want to investigate and see, like, as people were saying, do these guys actually deserve it? I don't think so. For those of you who don't know, there was the 5 people who died. That's what I'll figure out. All right, I know there was a list of their names. You know what? Let's try this a different way. How much money did the 5 passengers on the Titan make? Let's see. NPR, what do we know about the 5 people? There we go. Alright. 5 people missing, believed to have died. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Hamish Harding. Hamish Harding was chairman of Action Aviation, an aviation sales and consulting company. Retired astronaut Tony Veers told NPR his friend Harding is explorer by nature. Harding broke the Guinness Book of World Records for the fastest flight around both the Earth poles in 2019. Wow. And which verts as a crew member. Harding has additionally broken the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest durations of at full ocean depth by a crewed vessel and the longest distance travel along the deepest part of the ocean. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna keep trying to get Kick going while we're doing this. I just hope it's gonna work. All right, so hopefully we're good. I keep telling myself. All right, so let's go back to it here. All right, so that was for those of you on Kick who are just joining us, we are looking at the 5 men who died in the Titan submarine accident. We are looking at this because people keep throwing out these justifications about it was okay that they passed because they're rich, but I don't know anything about these guys, and I want to see if people are right or are they just mad because some of these guys are rich, because I don't think all these guys are rich. All right. I'm not going to pronounce that first name properly. David was the vice chairman of Pakistan Energy Investment Company. Okay. Pakistani? Like, as in Pakistan? How does that work out? Okay. All right. Undergraduate from Brigham University, UK. Okay. See, this dude has a wife and a daughter. What the hell? His 19-year-old son, college student. Is going to school in Scotland. There's Rush. He's the founder of the company. Now, he has been on record saying that he took shortcuts to get this done. And I don't know, like, it should have been, you could argue this thing should have been peer reviewed more, and it should have. Probably shouldn't have been able to go to be serviced or whatever. But it's the middle of the ocean. Like, I don't think there is a governing body that says you can or cannot do this in the middle of the ocean. I believe it's international water. You can do whatever. All right, let's see. 1981 became the youngest jet transport rated pilot in the world. Okay. He received a bachelor's degree in aerospace engineering from Princeton University and a business master's degree from UC Berkeley. In 1989, he developed his own experimental aircraft, which he had flown before. Additionally, he served on boards and development teams for companies making sonar systems, software, remote controls, as well as a museum of flight in Seattle. Paul Henry Nargeolet, known as Mr. Titanic for his expertise of the ship, spent 20 years in the French Navy, where he was eventually ranked commander. He retired from the Navy in 1986 and oversaw 2 deep submersibles at the French Institute for Research and Exploration of the Sea. While there, he led the first recovery dive to the Titanic wreckage in 1987, according to his biography. Huh. First of all, I didn't know the Titanic was discovered in 87. I thought James Cameron did it. Maybe that's not a thing. I'm confused, but he's completed 37 dives in a submersible to the Titanic shipwreck over the course of his career and supervised the retrieval of over 5,000 of its artifacts, including a 20-ton section of the hull. Jeez. Huh. All right, so those are the 5 people who passed away. Now, let's see. Let's look into each one of these guys and see if they're rich. That's Bing News? Well, that's not. That's from a thing called Marca. Does this not update? I don't know if this likes to update after I open up enough windows. There we go. Okay. All right, so I am using Edge on this. It says over here, it's a billionaire business in aviation. He's chairman of Action Aviation, a company that deals with private planes. His net worth is estimated to be around $1 billion. Jeez. So, he is a billionaire. All right, we have 1 billionaire on this thing. But is it a terrible company? So let's find that out. Action Aviation. Well, let's just see what it says in general. All right, he's an aviation mogul. Okay. It's Forbes. Oh no! Oh no! He's on Forbes. Uh oh. Forbes likes to put not great people on their covers. Oh no! All right, let's see. Let's see what we know here. All right. Participant adventure. Hamish Harding is among the 5 people. Right. Okay, serving as a mission specialist. Ooh, I apologize. Pilot adventure against. Right, I read that. Joined U.S. businessman adventurer Victor Vescovo on a dive into the Challenger Deep. Okay, where they set 2 records. Oh, he's one of the 5 people on board Jeff Bezos' own Blue Origin 5th crewed mission. Okay. All right. No, Forbes. No, thank you. No, thank you, Forbes. All right. So, nothing really there. Let's try BBB. Let's see if we got, whoops. Let's see. first of all, there's a place called Beaver Aviation, and I am 100% behind this company. I don't know what they do, I don't know what they have, but I am 110% behind this company now. All right, let's see. No. Okay. I don't think it's be listed here. Oh, this is a long shot, but okay. All right, not there. So, no. He lives in the United Arab Emirates. Hmm. 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 The UAE is not a great place for poor people. All right, let's go back. So I think this is going to be. He's a billionaire. I can't see much on Action Aviation. He lives in the UAE. I bet he gets a lot of favors, though. I mean, it's. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Can't say for sure. Okay. So, let's put him down for. Make a note here. All right. So we got Hamish Harding. Harding. Let me change this window capture. You guys can see what I'm doing here. It's very tech. All right, Hamish Harding, worth $1 billion. Company was Action Aviation. All right. Lives in the UAE. Okay. Let's check out the next guy. All right, so that was that. All right, so that was that. All right, so that was that. That was a little bit of an echo because I thought I turned all that off. All right, next guy. Let's lift this gentleman up. Shazard, I'm probably saying that wrong. Daywood. All right. I did hear that the boy's aunt, which I'm guessing is the mother's sister, said that the boy was afraid to go or was worried about going. I'm not sure if she implied that the father made him go, but the interview I saw kind of sounded like that. Let's see. All right. British Pac. Oh, okay. He's a British Pakistani businessman, but Ingro Corporation, conglomerate owned by one of the richest families in Pakistan. Well, how rich is the richest family in Pakistan? You know, like I don't. What does that mean? I don't. I'm pretty sure Pakistan is not doing great as a country. All right, he was 48. 19-year-old son. Okay, incorporation, business conglomerate headquarters, Pakistan city port of Karachi of all agriculture and telecommunications. Well, where is this? Maybe it could very well be I am confused about geography. Very well could be. I'm doing this in the wrong window. All right, here we go. Google.com. Let's see here. So where is this? Okay. Okay. All right. So that's okay. So as far as my understanding is, Pakistan is not a very rich country. All right. So went right. Son of student. All right. All right. We read that before. But what about? Do I want to look at his Instagram profile? That's for his. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. They took it down. Makes sense. Okay. So can we find out? Let's find out a little bit about this corporation. And you know what? I'm not terribly surprised that the people on this submarine have money. I mean, it does seem to be a thing. Well, it's kind of new. It's found in 2010. Yeah, okay. I mean, you have to have money to go on this sub. So I understand that most of them are rich. But what I'm trying to figure out is, are any of them in businesses that are like super shady or scamming people? I don't know. I can't, like, I don't know if I can do too much of a deep dive on these guys. The vice chairman? Huh? I got two conflicting reports right here. What do you say, AP News? I trust you more than anyone else. Oh, he's not the vice chairman of Ingro Corporation. Okay. He was a member of the World Economic Forum's family business community, but wasn't an employee. Okay. All right. What was his net worth? I know, AP. I love you too. All right. Let's see. Oh, I'm not the only one looking this stuff up. Between 250 and 300 million. Okay. So, not a billionaire. Not a billionaire. Back to old trusty notepad. Oh, I can't. All right. I really hate it when it doesn't let me copy paste stuff. Just say it down here. I can just copy and paste it real quick. Nope. But I can get his name. All right. David worth. Let's just say 300 million. All right. He worked at. What did he do at Ingrown or Ingrow Corporation? Let's see. He's not the vice chairman. Where was that AP article? I know something popped up, but oh, that's weird. I should have. Oh, it doesn't want to show that. What? Come on, window. I go back to Notepad and go back to you again. There we go. All right, so 350 million. All right, well, I said 300. We can put 350. Okay. So yeah, I don't. He purchased 2 tickets for Ocean Gate. Cost $500,000. Jeez. $500,000. You know, it's sad. I mean, like I said, I get the anger. I get the anger at rich people. $500,000 for 2 of these tickets. $500,000 would let a lot of people live much better lives. It would. It simply would, and I get it. I really get it. But I still haven't seen anything that says that they deserve what happened to them. And that seems to be the sentiment. Nothing. But we only have 2. All right, so they would. He's not the chairman. He worked for Ingrow Corporation. All right, let's look up Ingrow Corporation real quick so you can find anything there. Let's try that. Maybe that'll be a better search. What's their reputation? Bing. Huh. That's interesting. Oh, there it goes. Am I having internet issues out here? I might be having internet issues. It is Sunday. Sometimes they like to all right. I might just be having internet issues. That would make sense since I'm trying to stream. That would make perfect sense since I'm trying to stream. Yeah. No, I don't want to make an account to Glassdoor. Nobody wants to make an account to Glassdoor. All right. Started as a fertilizer manufacturer. Sounds like bullshit to me. Oh, that's terrible. All right. Reject the cookies. Uh, okay, so he was co-chairman of this, or chairman of this. Which this just looks like, I don't know, is this a fluff thing? Is this just to make these companies look good? Companies will do that. They'll like, hey, we all do energy and we want a better PR, so why don't we make a forum? And we can all, like, tell each other we're the best. Pat each other on the back, put our hands in each other's pants, the things you do. I haven't found anything that says that they're like a terrible company. So, yeah. All right. Well, got 4.5 out of 5 on Glassdoor, if that means anything. All right. Nothing crazy. Let me get his son's name. Suleiman. All right, Suleiman. Just gonna go ahead and put that. He is that guy's son. He's 19. He's going to school in Scotland, which is interesting. Maybe they have a really good business school. I have no idea. Maybe not. But he's a kid. He was 19. 19 years old. So we've gone through 3 out of 5, right? I got one billionaire who has a company I really couldn't find a lot of dirt on, but to be fair, I wasn't digging through the 5th page of Google search. Lives in the UAE. I know from other articles, the UAE is great if you're rich and terrible if you're poor. So who knows? I don't know. This other guy, Mr. Daywood, worth $350 million, works for an energy company. Probably has a vice chairman of a forum, which is probably just to promote their company and other companies. Companies do that crap all the time. Didn't really see too much on Ingro Corporation. So, I don't know. There's nothing there saying he's a terrible guy. His son's 19, comes from rich parents. Have I known 19-year-olds that came from rich parents? Yes. Were a lot of them kind of douchey? Yes. Were all of them douchey? No. There are kids who come from rich parents who are actually kind of grounded. Now, we hear about the ones that aren't all the time because it's news and people want to the media loves to exaggerate and make it's not actually make things up, but just exaggerate situations and really play on our prejudices and things like that. And if a 19-year-old rich kid say punched a homeless guy, that would be all over the news. Or it might not even be punched, but if accidentally bumped into it. Let's say a rich 19-year-old kid accidentally bumped into a homeless guy. There would be a story. Rich kid assaults homeless man for being poor, or some crap like that. Because there's always someone trying to well, I don't know, I can't think of the proper word, but basically making it seem more than it is. And it's not, it's just a way that newspaper or that media source, whatever, makes money because they want you to click on their stuff. Exaggerate? Nah, maybe not exaggerate. And sensationalize. Trying to sensationalize stuff to make you click. All right. So who knows? Let's do a quick dive on Suleiman here and see what we can find out. Oh, he's one of the Rubik's Cube people. Huh. Oh, he solved it in 20 seconds. Wow. Not that I don't want to get, hit with copyright or something like that, because I really don't. Okay, well, I didn't want to see that video anyway, BBC. Anyway, solved it in 20 seconds. That's pretty cool. I can't do that. I don't. Oh, okay. It's the older sister of Mr. Daywood. Ah, okay. So it was his sister. So it was very up for it. So compelled to please his dad. Well, that sucks. I'm not. What? Oh. How do they know? See, I don't know if this is just something to make you feel okay about it. Yeah. I feel like this is something just to make you feel okay about it. Sorry, I really should be reading this. I apologize. British Pakistani billionaire Dawood and his son Solomon Dawood died hand in hand in a catastrophic implosion of a sub on an expedition to the Titanic shipwreck. Their family said in a tribute to them. Okay, so they don't know. They want to believe that they died hand in hand. They probably want to believe that they died instantly, and I get that. You don't want to think that your family died suffering, but you don't know. Like, you really don't know. So I haven't seen anything here about this kid. Any problems he had, anything. So I don't see why it's okay. I don't see why it's okay that people say, well, they were rich, or it was instant. Justification pit. It makes me mad. Like, that justification makes me mad. I shouldn't get hot about it, but I do. Like, I just don't. That's just the dumbest. It well, it was instant. What does that mean? Exactly. Like, what does instant mean exactly? Because not even instant ramen is instant. So what exactly does that mean? I don't know. I really don't know. All right, let's keep going. Next is close these down. All right, Stockton Rush. Now, we're gonna look at the Stockton Rush, but if you really want to blame someone for what happened, their name is Stockton Rush. He has said on different occasions he had cut corners. He had most important. Okay, sure. He had done things Uh-oh, am I losing internet again? Why am I losing internet when I'm trying to stream? If I was just recording this, there'd be no problems. No problems at all. But anyway. Found of Ocean Gate. Alright, let's see what his net worth was. Oh no, I clicked the wrong thing. Net worth. $12 million. Woo! Good Lord. Comes from a wealthy household. Oh, okay. So he was kind of born into it. Oh, this is $25 million. It's an officer of Ocean Gate. Oh, his estimated net worth of $12 million according to Family Exchange. Is that just from? Is that just a typo then up top? This says $25 million. Someone doubled his worth. Okay. His Ocean Gate's valued at $66 million. Well, it was valued at $66 million. I don't think it's valued at $66 million anymore. And he is a Stockton's a company founder and CEO. Presumably holds a substantial financial stake in the business. Okay. So maybe that's where part of that comes from, that 25 mil? Okay. All right. Well, let's put him in the list here. Let's put him in the list here. So, Stockton Rush, 61 worth. Well, you know what? Let's even go with his 25 mil. Why not? It doesn't really matter. All right. So, now we got we don't need to do a deep dive into this company. Ocean Gate is not a good company because they killed their passengers. So, I don't know if they're an abusive company per se. We can check to see if Ocean Gate has a bad review or anything, but I mean, at this point, it might be bombed and other things, Glassdoor or whatever. I swear, this is just because I'm trying to. You can find the page. I believe in you, Bing. Do it. Do it. Find the page. This is just because I want to stream. Wow. I don't want to stream, but I'm streaming today. I wish I could be on the other table. I'm just kidding. I was trying to set it up to where I could do that. That did not work out well. Yeah, I'm sure they. It's safe. Yes, there was a guy in 2018, one of the guys who worked for Ocean Gate, who basically said, by the way, this thing is dangerous. And there was a lawsuit, and they settled out of court. Oh, yeah. Well, it's done. I mean, that's. Yeah, they signed waivers, but. Yeah, find gross negligence. That's all right. Let me read this because this is absolutely true. Fans of Dead Titan submersible passengers could sue Ocean Gate, a lawyer said. If investigators find gross negligence, lawsuits will get filed pretty quickly. The family's lawyers will argue their risk waivers were voided if there were gross negligence, he said. That's true. So, Even if you sign a waiver saying that you won't sue if something bad happens, if they do find out that there is like a gross negligence, then you can still win your case. Um, that I think even applies to medical. Hashtag not a lawyer, but let's say you sign a waiver saying that you're not going to sue the hospital, and you're getting like say, I don't know, something stupid like bunions removed from your feet, and they put you out, and you wake up and you don't have a leg anymore. That's gross negligence. You can sue for that, and you will probably win because that is way outside the scope. So, if something bad happens, don't even if you sign something that says you can't sue, always look into it. The company or whatever is going to say, "Oh no, you can't. You signed this," but talk to a lawyer about it anyway, because you never know. They are going to get sued. They're probably going to try. They're probably going to close shop, I would guess. Here we go. Let's see what's this. Fires a whistleblower. Hackers starting to leak Reddit data. Marvel. What? Okay. Never mind. I was like, that's a lot for Ocean Gate. How did Marvel get into this? Oh, never mind. Director of Marine Operations at Ocean Gate, the company who's submersible. Yeah, this is the lawsuit I was talking about. There was a whistleblower he fired. He sued because there were whistleblower protections, and they settled out of court. Probably because the guy was like, this isn't safe. No one should be on this thing. And you know what? I do wonder. I wonder how many dives did the Titan do? 50. Completed over 50 test dives. That's a lot of dives. That's a lot of dives. So it could be, it could be either like it's, it could be that there were micro cracks in the hull that aren't visible to the naked eye. I personally don't know what type of devices you would have to check for that. I would guess that you would have some pretty good ones to check for that, but that is not that's not a guarantee. You might not. So who knows? Who knows? Also, sorry, I was looking at something else. I'm wondering why. Why is the delay on this so long? This is a big delay I'm having right here. Says my stream is healthy, but man, that delay is huge. All right, let's keep looking here. So 50 dives. I do kind of want to see what this is. Yeah, catastrophic. Yeah, probably. James Cameron says the Titan Patch was probably the submersible was in trouble. Yeah, they probably did. Like, I don't think it was like they're, having a good time, sipping back on stuff, and all of a sudden, like, I'm pretty sure that something, they knew what was up beforehand. That's why I don't, we're going to get into the justification of this later, but. We understand. Okay, let me read this out. Cameron told ABC News that he believes the Titan's hull began to crack under pressure and that its inside sensors gave passengers warning to that effect. We understand from inside the community that they had dropped their ascent weights and they were coming up trying to manage an emergency. Titan's Richard says, no stranger to deep sea exploration. He made a whopping 33 dives to work himself. Even calculating that he spent more time on the Titanic than its own captain did a century ago. Yeah. I want to copy this. I need this. This is okay. Yeah. Yeah. I believe this 100%. They probably if they drop their weights, if they're trying to come back up, they knew something was wrong. Something was really wrong. All right, let's yeah, Ocean Gate's done. Last guy. Paul Air. No what? No, it's Mr. Titanic. All right. Can we find out about you, sir? What's your net worth? 1.5 billion. Woo! All right, it says who's also known as Mr. Titanic. Okay, I made more than 35. He's made 35 dives down the Titanic. Roughly 1.5 billion, although it's hard to find an exact figure. He currently works as a did work as a research director for the RMS Titanic. His instrumental and substantial discoveries related to the wreck include discovery of extraordinary biodiverse abysmal ecosystem on the previously unknown ballast formation near the Titanic. Oh, okay. Like, I wonder if he was like treasure hunting. Like, I don't know. I guess if you find a ship and you get stuff out of it, it's yours. Spent more than 2 decades working in the French Navy. All right. Yeah. Okay, so they're saying he's worth 1.5 billion, but no one knows how or where. Billion. Okay. Let's see if we can find anything else about this guy's net worth. Distractify. I know that was still a website. No, Bing, you're gonna tell me you can't get there. All right. Same picture. Okay, it's the same. Okay, this is this. This is why I don't go to Distractify. All right. Heavy. Let's see. Has Times got anything? He was 77. All right. He's married to Michelle Marsh, an award-winning newscaster who celebrated anchor on nightly programs in New York City for over 2 decades. She died in 2017. That's sad. Huh. Well. I don't know if we're going to find anything. Let's see. Where does money come from? Wiki O Celebs? See if we can find anything here. Well, it's nice to know he's a Pisces. Huh. Oh, I actually turn on vertical tabs there. I was like, wait, what? Is man. So in the future, people watching this on YouTube are gonna hear me say they are way behind. Like it is like way, way. Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. Let's see here. So I don't think anyone kind of really knows. Okay, I don't care about his career. I'm gonna guess, and this is just various income sources. What does that mean? What does that mean, various income sources? All right. So he's mostly millions from his contributions from the artifacts and so he sold artifacts from the Titanic. Okay, that's where he got his money from. I'm gonna guess he sold artifacts from the Titanic. All right, and he was also he is a very rich guy who sold things from the Titanic. He does not seem to be the head of any companies. He just seems to be an advisor on a lot of stuff. I'm sure he asked for a hefty price too. I'm sure he pay him top dollar for his expertise. I get that. But I don't see anything here that says he's a terrible guy. Nothing at all. Okay. So let's wrap this up. Let's sum this up real quick. Hold on. Let me mostly got it from selling Titanic artifacts. Okay. Let me switch this over. Okay. Oh, that got a lot smaller. Why is that so much smaller? Is it the window size? Oh, it's the window size. All right, let's just do it like that. Okay, so we have Hamish Harding, worth $1 billion, company Action Aviation, lives in the UAE. Morally questionable. Like, I don't know. Maybe he's a good guy, maybe he's not. Don't know. Didn't see anything about his company. He lives in the UAE, though. I mean, you don't live in the UAE because you love the civil rights there. Mr. Daywood, worth $350 million, worked at Ingro Corporation in Pakistan. Couldn't find anything about him being a terrible person. Couldn't find one thing. His son. Couldn't find one thing. Stockton Rush. If you want to blame a guy, that's the guy. That is the guy. He did cut corners, he said. He has said he's cut corners. He has said he has... maybe not cut corners, right? Broken rules. Sorry, not cut corners. Broken rules. He says he has broken rules in order to get that sub to work. So, yeah. But that sub did do 50 dives. It's not like it was his maiden voyage. Most of us didn't hear about it because we're too poor to afford the tickets, so it doesn't matter. But if you want to really hate on anyone for this whole thing, Stockton Rush is the guy. Paul Henry, I'm gonna mess up this name, Nerjolet, worth 1.5 billion. Mostly got it from selling Titanic artifacts and consulting, things like that. So yes, all the people in the sub had money. It's absolutely true. Besides Stockton Rush, I cannot find anything saying that they're terrible people. And I'm not even saying Stockton Rush was a terrible person. I am saying he was maybe careless, maybe negligent. But I've not seen anything that says he was like a cruel person. Now, as to the memes out there about this topic, look, some of them are funny. I won't lie. Some of them are funny. Let's look at that real quick. Some of them are kind of funny. Let's see. Probably should have typed in submarine meme. Come on, internet. You know you want to do it. Come on, internet. Oh, my goodness. All right. Oh, some of these are pornographic. Look, there's so many memes right now. Oh, I need to get you guys over to the other window. There we go. And these things are just like this one. Titanic 2. There was the one I thought was kind of funny, and I don't see it here. Titan meme. It was like throws controller. Like me throwing the controller. The other people. It's like me throws the controller, the other people in the submarine. It's got that picture of Sylvester Stallone. What's this one? I mean, I don't know. It's kind of cute, but kind of cruel. That's the thing. Some of these are just cute, but cruel. Yeah. People on board missing cell. How do you think everyone is reacting? Everyone. Yeah. Yeah. That's cruel. That is cruel. Everyone's the justification is cruel. This one, Alexa, please play Air Supply. That's just cruel. That is cruel. This one, please reconnect to controller. Like, it's funny if you're okay that they died. Then it's funny, I guess. But you shouldn't be. Like, I don't think that I don't think that tragedy like this. I don't know. I don't know the best way to express it. Sorry. I don't know what that means. Probably not great. All right, now we're getting into Titan memes, or like Shadow of the Colossus memes. Um, uh, I don't know. Like I get some of them. I can understand some of them, but some of them are they're just cruel. Like this. Okay, so this is a great example of someone's mad, or not mad, but someone's happy rich people died. This is a great example of that. This person who created this is just happy that the rich people died. And like I've said before, um, I understand that. I really do. It is, the system is rigged. Um, there are people out there who cheat, scam, lie, oppress others. I didn't realize I got window light coming through. Oppress others who should have their wealth stripped, who should be sent to jail, who should, well, some of them, not a lot, some of them probably need to check out or be checked out. Um, but I don't think it's these guys. I can't find anything about these guys that says that's okay, that they were cruel people, that they cheated others, that they scammed others. Nothing. Maybe something will come out later. I don't know. I don't know if people are really going to investigate this stuff. And I know there are people out there arguing. I know people are going to be like, well, their families are going to cover it up, blah, 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 blah. Maybe. It's hard to cover stuff up on the internet because someone has a copy of it somewheres. So maybe, but like, still, I haven't seen anything. You could even use the Wayback Machine, and you probably won't see anything about most of these guys. The only one that I've seen that's, uh, I I feel sorry that he died, but it's technically his own fault, is Stockton Rush. His company, his boat. He's the guy who needs to make sure it's checked out, and that didn't happen, and it cost him his life. And I feel sorry for his family, but I don't feel sorry for him. The other guys, like I said, I don't see a reason or a justification for their death. I really don't. It's just a tragedy. So, what do we know about the 5 minute aboard the wrecked Titan sub? They didn't deserve it. No matter what people on the internet say, no matter how mad you are that they have money, they didn't deserve it. No one deserves to die like that. There's no justice in this. Um, One guy who I like, I really do, and I respect, wrote that this was cathartic. I kind of want to pull up his statement he said just to make sure I'm reading it right, but my gather was it was cathartic that it happened. That somehow this will help heal people who have been disenfranchised. It's not. It's not cathartic at all. It's not going to do anything. Those who are disenfranchised are going to feel disenfranchised still. They're going to be disenfranchised still. People are still going to be scammed. People are still going to get lied to, cheated out of their money by these large corporations. The death of these 5 individuals is not going to change a single effing thing about what is going on financially between people in the world right now. Not a thing. There is 0 point to this tragedy. 0. That's why it's a tragedy. Because it's not going to change anything. No one's going to suddenly be out of debt because of it. It is just a tragedy. And as we read earlier, James Cameron believed that they knew that they were in trouble. That they had dropped the weight that helps the sub go down so they can come back up before something bad happens. And I'll take James Cameron's word on it. I will. He's an expert. Not only because of that movie, because like we read earlier, he went down there a bunch of times. He knows a lot about deep sea diving. I will take his word on it. So they knew they were in trouble. This guy right here knew his son might die, and he had to sit there and hope that nothing bad happened. Maybe the family was right. Maybe they were holding hands at the end because they were scared out of their mind that they were going to die. And I do not see any sort of justification or rationale that it's okay, no matter how much money they had, that this man had to watch his son die. And you can say, oh, it was instant. Sure, we don't know. We don't know. I don't think the actual implosion of the sub was like prolonged per se, but that doesn't make it instant. That man could have watched the air leave his son's lungs for the last time. That son could have watched the air leave his father's lungs for the last time. I do not understand why people think it's okay that happened because these guys have money. I do not understand why people want to justify it by saying things like, oh, well, it was instant. I'd like to thank the people who are joining me now on Kick. By all means, please put something in the comments if you have any questions or anything. Unfortunately, I've been doing this for like an hour or so now. I kind of went through all the topics and stuff I wanted to talk about. I'm actually getting beat up by the sun here. See if I can fix that. Unlike a lot of streamers, I do not live in the dark. There we go. That's better. All right. For those just joining us, basically we're going over not the fact of what happened with these guys per se, but people's justifications about why it's okay to make memes and why it's okay to say things like, oh, it was instant, it was all right. And you know what? I mean, people have said that to me. Guy who also I like has said, well, it was instant. It's all right. It was instant, you know. Like ramen. Like popcorn. It's instant, you know. There is another point I kind of want to bring up, though. So, with the whole argument that, well, they were rich, the whole that justification, it was, you know, they were rich. They were rich. Um, there was another tragedy that happened out here in California a couple of years ago with rich people. And I don't recall seeing hardly any memes about it. Like, there were a lot of memes on this, like a lot. But in a tragedy that happened to Kobe Bryant and his daughter and those other families, I didn't see a lot of memes. I didn't see jokes about it. I didn't see any of that stuff. People knew that was a tragedy. They treated it like a tragedy. And it's not like Kobe wasn't rich. Kobe was pretty wealthy. The only difference I can think of was Kobe was more famous than these people. And it was kind of funny because I remember a lot of the news coverage for that was the media would say things like Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and other passengers, like they didn't have a name. At least with this coverage, they named all 5 people every single time. I really do appreciate that from the different media sources. Like, I really do. Because I remember, like, it was literally Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and friends passed away in a helicopter accident flying over wherever. It was actually, I think they were flying north from LA to somewhere, to like some sort of private gymnasium or something like that. It's been a couple of years. I don't remember. But, like, I don't think even now you could find Kobe Bryant memes. Let's see. I don't think people do that. Like, I really don't. I might be proven wrong here in about 3 seconds. Maybe the world's crueler than I know. I mean, look at this. These are memes about him playing. Look at this. There's nothing. There's nothing. And there shouldn't be. There should not be anything. So I'm trying to see if there's... All right, let's see about this one. Kobe Bryant death memes. I'm not... Okay. Yeah, there's a couple. Don't get me wrong. This one. I'm a dead meme now. One does not simply. But there's a couple. There's a couple. Let's check out those Titan sub memes again. Look at this. Look at all this. Let's go to images. Look at all this. Yeah. So, yeah. What's the difference here? Kobe Bryant's rich. I know there were some friends in there. Is it because they all weren't rich? Because I don't think those people were bad off. Like, I don't think Cody. I don't think there were any, like, poor people in that helicopter. This was seen as a tragedy. It was a tragedy. I'm glad there weren't a couple of people made memes, but I'm glad there weren't a lot of memes. But like with this sub, look at this. I mean, hmm, I don't know. I don't know why people think it's cool. Uh, and it was really the justification that bugs me about it. Like, really, it really bugs me. Um, so to the two people watching, I appreciate you. I'm glad you tuned in. Sorry you tuned in towards the end of this. Normally we run these a couple of hours, but if you haven't seen my stream before, I have a co-host, Nikita, who I do this show with. Unfortunately, she is unavailable today, and the the guy who helps me on the streaming side of things, like moderates and stuff like that, he is also unavailable today. So I'm kind of doing this by myself. So it's going to be a shorter stream, but I did want to talk about this topic. We will probably do a more concise video for YouTube on this topic later, when I can go record and see how it would look on the other camera. But I think that's gonna be it. So, both the viewers on Kick, I appreciate your time and your effort for coming over here and viewing this. Thank you so much. That's gonna be it for us. You guys have a good day, and we'll see you later.